Good morning students, welcome to the session on operating system. In our previous lecture we have started process management. We have seen what is process management and the states of process, and then we have seen how the memory is divided for process. Okay, in the previous lecture we have discussed in a brief that the process management is a thing where it is an integral part of your operating system, where it will be assigning the resources and where it will be exchanging the information between the resources or as processes I can say, and it will be synchronizing the processes in order to not have any ambiguity while we are executing the processes that we have seen in our last lecture. Okay, in our today's lecture we will continue with this topic only. In this we are left with one more topic like process control block. Okay, we'll be having a term called PCB, which is abbreviated as process control block. It is a block where people will be storing the information about the processes that are being executed by a processor, I can say. In order to execute the processes, we will be assigning them to its processor. But see, while we are executing any program, you should register that program will not consist only one process. It will be consisting of collection of processes. We'll be having lot of processes that has to be executed by a processor. In order to identify the processes, in order to locate the process, in order to say the states of process, we will be using some location in order to store the details of your process. I can say that location is nothing but your PCB. This is the place where we people will be storing the information about our processes, I can say. See, these are the different kind of information that we are going to store in our PCB. I can say the first one that we are having is your process ID. See, in order to understand this, you should understand the process first. Process is a program which is under the execution. When the program is under the execution, we will be having lot of processes. Not only a single process, we will be having lot of processes that need to be executed by your processor. In order to identify each and every process, we will be assigning some number. That number is unique, I can say. That is called as your process ID. By that particular ID, we will be uniquely identifying our processes. Okay, and then second one is state. Okay, see here in the state, we will be having the information about the process state, I can say. We know about the states of processes. We will be having different kind of states like new state, ready state, running state, waiting state, and the last one is terminated state. Okay, this block of information will be giving about your states of process, I can say. In which state you are, in which state you are executing your process, whether you are in new state, whether you are in ready state, whether you are running, that will be given by the state information. And then the next one is pointer. These pointers are used in order to locate your processes, I can say. This is the memory concept where it will be pointing to your processes, I can say. And these are two combinedly will be explained. And priority, see, when we are having number of processes, every process will be having its own priority. Okay, every process will be having its own priority. Say suppose if you are coming to college, while you are coming to college, if some you have seen some accident. Okay, if you are coming to college, then you will be having two tasks, like you should take them to hospital or else you should come to college. Then you will be giving the priority to that situation where you have to go to hospital. In that way only, when we are having lot of processes, there will be some priority. There will be some priority for each and every process. According to the priority, we will be assigning the process to our processes so that it can execute. Okay, that priority will be taken care by having the priority information. Which process is having the highest priority, then assign it for the processes so that it can get executed. Okay, and then next highest priority, and then next highest priority. Like that, we will be assigning some priority for each and every process. We will be discussing them in detail. Okay, but for now, in process control block, you people will be having the information about the priorities of your processes, I can say. And the next one that we are having is program counter. See, this is the counter This is the counter where it will be storing the next instruction's address. Where it will be storing the next instruction address. Instructions. Now, in order to understand this, just go for this process. In our process, we will be having number of instructions. Say, suppose I1, I2, I3, like that. We will be having some coding partner. Every instruction will be given with some number. Number 1 instruction, number 2 instruction, number 3 instruction, like that. We will be having number of instructions. When we are executing these processes, this program counter will locate us to the next instruction that has to be executed. That will be stored in a program counter. Program counter is a place where we will be having the information about the next instruction that has to be executed, that you should register. Okay, and then CPU registers. See, in order to store our process, we will be using the registers. Those will be given. Those will be giving the information in which registers we are storing the information, how many registers we are utilizing by the process. Okay, that will be given by your CPU registers, I can say. Whenever we are executing the processes, each and every process will be having its own resources. Like it needs some input output devices so that it can acquire those resources and it can get execute itself. So whatever the input output operations, whatever the input output devices that are needed by your process, that will be stored in IO information. And then accounting information. Every process will be allocated with some resources like processor, memory and other resources. Okay, in order to count them, in order to say how many times it has been utilized, it needs some counting information that will be maintained. How many resources are allocated, how many resources have been utilized by your processor, that will be taken care by your accounting information, I can say. One more important topic that I could have is CPU scheduling. Okay, CPU scheduling. As I said you people already, we are having some priority. In order to execute our processing, in order to execute our processes, we need to schedule those processes according to their priority, according to the number of processes, according to the highest priority, according to the number of means P1, P2, P3. We will be assigning the processes like this. P1 will be executed first, P2 will be executed next, P3 will be executed then. Like that, we will be having some priority. Okay, if P3 is having the highest priority than P1, then P3 should be executed first, then P1, P2. Like that. In order to do them, we will be having some scheduling methods where we will be discussing about CPU scheduling. There, I will be discussing about the scheduling processes, how we will be scheduling the processes so that we will be not having any collision when we are executing the processes, I can say. See, these are the information that will be stored in your PCB, which is abbreviated as process control block. Okay, it's very important when it is coming to your competitive examinations, when you are going for the further education, or else when you are going for your NET exam, SET exam, and when you are going for some competitive examinations which are based on computer science, then they may ask you about the PCB. Okay, they may ask silly question like what PCB stands for. Okay, it is very important to remember each and every point about your PCB. Okay, that's it for now. If you are having any doubts, just let me know by your comments so that I can clarify you people and we will go for the next topic in next lecture. That's it. Thank you.